Everyone keeps asking the same question online. Why hasn't David been arrested yet? With all this evidence floating around about Celeste, the 15-year-old girl found in his Tesla, it seems obvious, right? But it's really not that simple, and here's why. Cases involving kids get handled completely differently from adult cases because there are just different laws and protocols in place to protect the child's privacy. But what makes this even more complicated is that it is reported that Celeste could be undocumented, which adds another layer of difficulty to this problem. When someone is not a citizen or a resident, it becomes harder to identify them, it becomes harder to do the paperwork, and just tends to move slower when it comes to seeking justice for undocumented people. It's messed up, but that's the reality of how things work. Even if we think that David did it, the police have to build a case that will hold up in court. They can't just arrest someone based on what people found on Twitter because that's not how the legal system works. They need physical evidence from the Tesla, witness testimony, video footage, everything compiled so perfectly that when they take it to the DA, there's no way he can wiggle out of it. All the things that people post online as proof just shows that he had a relationship with her. And I don't mean relationship in the boyfriend-girlfriend sense, I mean that he was taking advantage of her. Which is definitely a crime since she was 15 and probably would be considered statutory. But having a relationship with someone doesn't automatically mean you murdered them. The police need direct evidence that he actually murdered her, not just circumstantial evidence that they knew each other. I will never forgive CSI for the generational damage it's done into getting people to think that crimes can be solved within the matter of days, because that's just not the case. In real life, it takes maybe weeks or months to process some evidence. And LA is a busy city, and California is a busy state, and there are hundreds of other cases being processed right now. They can't just drop everything and fast track one case, even if it's all over social media. This case is way bigger than David, because the police are probably looking into who else knew about this relationship and who might have helped him. Who picked him up after he dumped his car? Was it an Uber driver? Could he be a witness? Did any of his friends know what happened? Who was aware that she was missing for an entire month? They have to connect every single person and every single detail because if they miss something important, he could end up walking free. So many people have failed Celeste, and I think the police are just trying to make sure they don't become another person who failed her by rushing the case and messing it up. Because if they arrest him right now with weak evidence and he gets acquitted, that's it. He can't be tried again for this crime. They only get one shot, so I'd rather them take the time to make sure they do this right.